Hello there. I am David Parrish, the treasurer of the San Francisco Peninsula Baptist Association, and also I work with the East Bay Baptist Association. I am filling in for report this week for the video message, and we're going to be talking about the election. It's coming right up, and some of you may be viewing this right after the election, and some of you may be ecstatic by what happened. Others, well, not so much. But it is important through it all that we understand God's in control. And that we may not like on a physical appearance what things look like, but God has a plan. Go back to think about 1 Samuel 8, where the people were screaming for a king. They wanted a king. Everybody else had a king. We need a king. What did God do? He told Samuel to tell them that the king is not going to be right for them. He's going to have all these problems. But if they really want one, I'll give it to them. And what happened? All the things that God said would go wrong with having a king did. Instead of looking to God, they would look to a man. I think that's important to remember through this election. We should be seeking God and not a man. But all we have are choices of men, so we're going to disagree who the man should be. Now, that's just obvious. But we also are to, as Christians, we're supposed to find our identity in Christ. Not being a Republican, not being Democrat, not Green Party, not this or that, but in Christ. And we all know that we don't always agree on what that is. That's been an issue since the beginning of the resurrection. What does being a Christian really mean? How you're supposed to act, what you're supposed to do. I tell you one thing I know for sure. We're supposed to pray. We're supposed to pray for these people who are elected, people who are running, people who are thinking about running election later on. Not just for the president, but for his cabinet, for the people surrounding him, for the people that work for him or her, for the vice president, for the congressmen and congresswomen, their staff, for our city and county leaders, for our governor, not just our governor in California, but the governor of New York, the governor of Idaho, all of them, all the people who make decisions for other people, all the way down to the school board. We should be praying for these people. Whether or not we agree with them or not, we should be praying that God spills wisdom in their lives some way, and that they open their ears to it, even if they're not Christians. Because we know God used non-Christians, non-believers, to fulfill his job. We've seen it. Nebuchadnezzar was God used to fulfill and show different things. Even Judas, God used Judas through the whole thing. Because if it wasn't for Judas, we wouldn't have had the crucifixion. And where would we be without the resurrection of Jesus Christ? So God uses bad people. We see it throughout the Bible. We especially see it through Chronicles and Kings. So don't get upset about and think the world's going to end. Yeah, we may have rough times either way. But if we continue to pray and seek God through it all, and see God working, and he will be working, and show that to our congregations, that's, regardless of election, that's how we grow and show our Christianity to other people, which is, after all, what we're supposed to do in a Great Commission. Thank you. Have a great week.